In today's world, it is extremely difficult to forecast what is happening in 3 or 5 years from now. So that means you have to have a certain agility to your business decisions. The way we are working cannot be like a traditional software company with a three-year road mapping type of initiative, which is actually quite standard in today's even in software engineering world. Larger companies are still road mapping their products in that way. So that's I kind of fundamentally feel that needs to change. Mm-hmm. So what we did then is, in order to make that tangible and practical for the teams, we initiated, for example, co-innovation. But co-innovation in the true meaning of co-innovation, meaning that there's, in our definition, there's always 3 parties on the table. Mm-hmm. It's the end user really using the software. Mm-hmm. Often we have partners in between, like a system integrator partner, or a go-to-market partner, or someone who offers actually our software in a reselling channel mode or through a cloud offering, and then us. So what we move from just our first point to the market, which is often the partner or the channel partner, or towards the end user. So we incorporated and demanded in all co-innovations that the end user is part of it. Mm-hmm. So that helps us from an outside-in perspective to get a perspective, a different perspective on board. Mm-hmm. Yeah? So that's in a big program with a few million euros budget behind, which we are orchestrating, and we basically deciding if a co-innovation makes sense or not. Maybe let me give you 1 or 2 examples. In Australia, we did that with a partner of us, which is Telstra. It's a telco carrier, the main telecommunication company in Australia. They're using our technology to run a cloud offering, Telstra branded, towards their enterprise customers. Mm-hmm. They wanted to enter a new domain, which was utilities. Mm-hmm. And they felt that they wanted not to just develop applications in a traditional way, but use new ways of working. So they engaged with us, and we proposed them to use our co-innovation methodology, where we then ended up with inviting Southeast Water, it's a water utility in Australia, to come together with us, to Telstra and us, and we then innovated around the very scarce resource water in Australia. Mm-hmm. And managing in real time now the water pipeline system, the distribution system for water. When you look at product management as a very important function within a product company, like our software product company, we have very, very bright, very smart people in that domain. Mm-hmm. We have to. That's per definition, and they're very, very smart people. And what we have to enable as a journey is something which most of them know what's happening. They are very outward oriented. That's why they're doing product management. But to some extent, sometimes, when you are in the daily work, having to manage your product and all the other difficulties, you have customer meetings, you have sometimes also, not so nice customer meetings, so-called escalation meetings, which happen, you have all of that. You tend sometimes to deprioritize the future anticipation of market trends, of issues, and so on. And that's exactly what we do in the CTO office. So we see ourselves as a partner of our existing product management team, where we actually dedicate senior software solution architects to help fill a gap a busy product manager is sometimes not able to fulfill. So I'm a very strong believer in if you look at organizational structures, in many senses you still have these top-down, very hierarchical setups, and they have been built for a certain reason, which I fully get, and I appreciate that. On the other hand, when you look at today's disruptions and innovations and what is happening, I do feel that the best teams are not always the teams which sit together in one silo. I do think the best teams are the teams which come together across different departments, across different organizations, so-called cross-functional teams.
Yeah.
And they are so much more efficient than if you would just task something top-down to a department or a team lead.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's a strong, I'm a strong believer in empowering cross-functional teams. And we have been doing this within the CTO office. We're kind of role modeling that and would like to expand that across the company.